A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a monumental move, the Scottish Parliament has taken a significant step towards legalizing assisted dying for terminally ill adults. MSPs voted in favor of the Assisted Dying for Terminally Ill Adults, Scotland bill, marking the first stage of a legislative process that could reshape end-of-life choices for many Scots. The bill, introduced by Liberal Democrat MSP Liam MacArthur, aims to allow terminally ill individuals who are mentally competent to seek medical assistance to end their lives. The vote concluded with a tally of 70 in favor and 56 against, showcasing a notable shift in legislative sentiment compared to previous attempts at similar legislation. This is the third time such a bill has been brought forward in Holyrood since 2010, with the previous two efforts failing to progress beyond the initial stage. During a passionate and emotional debate, MSPs shared personal stories and testimonies from constituents, emphasizing the urgent need for change. MacArthur, expressing his delight and relief, stated, "Today, we can take a significant step forward giving terminally ill adults across Scotland more choice. It's a brave step, yes, but it's a compassionate one, and it is a step I believe Scotland is ready to take." Supporters of the bill pointed to the suffering faced by terminally ill patients and their families, advocating for the right to choose a dignified end to life. Among the supporters was SNP MSP Elena Whittam, who recounted her mother's tragic death from cancer, emphasizing the need for compassionate options in end-of-life care. Her last decision on this earth was to starve herself to hasten her inevitable death. "It was awful," Whittam shared, highlighting the emotional toll on families in such situations. However, the bill has not been without its critics. Concerns were raised regarding the potential risks to vulnerable individuals, particularly those with disabilities. Labour MSP Pam Duncan-Glancy, the first permanent wheelchair user elected to Holyrood, expressed her heartbreak over the vote and warned that legalizing assisted dying could jeopardize the lives of disabled people. "I am deeply worried about the consequences of legalizing assisted dying, which could put disabled people at risk," she stated, voicing fears that it might become easier to access help to die than help to live. Opponents, including former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, have also expressed apprehensions about the potential for coercion and the broad definition of terminal illness within the bill. Critics fear that the legislation could lead to a slippery slope, where the criteria for assisted dying might expand over time. MacArthur countered these concerns by asserting that the bill would impose strict eligibility criteria, aimed at safeguarding against potential abuses. The Scottish government has taken a neutral stance on the bill, with Health Secretary Neil Gray abstaining from the vote. However, First Minister John Swinney and Deputy First Minister Kate Forbes have publicly opposed the legislation, citing significant issues that require further scrutiny in the upcoming stages of parliamentary debate. The road ahead for the bill is paved with more discussions and potential amendments, as MSPs prepare to delve deeper into the proposed legislation. The next stage will involve further scrutiny, where MSPs can suggest changes before a final vote is held. This process is crucial, as many supporters of the bill still harbor reservations and wish to address their concerns in the next round of debate. The recent vote marks a historic moment in Scotland's legislative journey regarding assisted dying, with advocates expressing optimism about the future. Fraser Sutherland, Chief Executive of the Humanist Society, hailed the vote as a major step forward towards choice and compassion at the end of life. Similarly, Ally Thompson, Director of Dignity in Dying Scotland, described the outcome as a watershed moment for compassion in Scotland. Conversely, organizations like Care Not Killing and Care for Scotland have voiced their opposition, with leaders expressing deep sadness over the outcome and concern for the implications for disabled individuals. The debate surrounding assisted dying is complex and multifaceted, reflecting deeply held beliefs and values within society. As the legislative process unfolds, both supporters and opponents of the bill will continue to engage in discussions to shape public opinion and influence the final outcome. The path toward legalizing assisted dying in Scotland is fraught with challenges, but the recent vote signifies a pivotal moment in the ongoing conversation about end-of-life choices for terminally ill patients. With further parliamentary scrutiny on the horizon, all eyes will be on Holyrood as the debate continues to evolve, and the fate of this landmark legislation hangs in the balance. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.